Welcome to our first stewardship lesson. This is based off the book Enough by Adam Hamilton. And I really take my cue from the questions at the end of the book. And I'm going to do some reflection for you. And I would like you then to break apart in groups or in the general group that you're in to discuss either the questions brought up in the lesson or some of those questions at the end of the chapters. My problem is I get overstressed and overworked. And when I do that, I spend money. Without fail. Without fail. If I'm overstressed, overworked, I buy something new and I get a momentary satisfaction out of that. Sometimes it could be buying something, online or a book or something to read. Other times it can be going out to eat because I don't have time to cook dinner and I'm just so stressed from not doing that. But that's one of my problems, and I know that's one of my problems. Everyone is affected by different issues when it comes to their finances. And you have to take a very self-critical look at it and decide, what do I need to do to keep that from happening? So in my case, I have to be careful and make sure there's healthy boundaries so I'm less likely to be stressed and overworked and then spend money. Or perhaps I can, in my case again, plan that some of the purchases I do need to do are held off until a time where I feel like I need that type of momentary satisfaction. Either way, sometimes that works for me. We are affected in different ways and we have different triggers. And that takes self-reflection and honest dialogue with ourselves to understand where those triggers are coming from. I'd like to read for you a scripture from one of our questions today, and that is from Proverbs chapter 30, verses 7 through 9. Two things I ask of you. Do not deny them to me before I die. Remove far from me falsehood and lying. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food that I need, or I shall be full and deny you, and say, who is Lord? Or I shall be poor and steal, and profane the name of my God. This proverb talks about that idea of maintaining a balance in our lives. If I have too much, I will deny God and say God had nothing to do with what I have earned. If I am too poor, then I will steal in order to live, and then nobody will believe my testimony of who God is. That balance is incredibly difficult to maintain. What helps you in that balance? I mean, realistically, I'd love to say I could live stress-free, but that's not possible. So what can, in my case, what can I do to keep from being stressed? Healthy relationship boundaries, healthy work-life balance, all these things come into play with how we can understand our finances in relation to God. So I want to encourage you in your groups to go ahead and discuss that one question, how do you maintain a life balance and how does that impact your finances? Also review any of the other questions and talk about whatever might have come up from the reading or from the questions at the end of the reading. Or even, I guess at this point, from the weekly worship service and what may have spoken to you. Enjoy yourself.